If you're tired of your kid hitting and getting really frustrated and angry and using their fists all the time, and you just are kind of wiped out and aren't so sure if there's ever going to be any change, I want to give you one question that you can start asking yourself as a parent that's going to change the way you approach this problem, which will start bringing some positive solutions to your kids and family. Hi everyone. Not too long ago, I created a video all about what to do when your kids hit. And I'm going to put a link in the description down below. That video does a nice deep dive into lots of different issues. I'm going to take a look at the screen right now, so don't mind my eye contact. That video talks about understanding the causes of why kids hit, reteaching basic family expectations to your kids, offering some other responses, using firmness to reinforce your message, and how to coach your kids through those tougher situations. So if that sounds interesting to you, after you watch this video, click on the link in the description down below. I'll also put it as a card at the end of the video. But right now, I want to give you this one question, because you can do that deep dive in that video, and that's going to be great. But if you're not changing the way you're thinking and approaching this situation, you're not going to see the change that you desire that is so possible when we ask Jesus to help us parent. What's that question, you're wondering? Your kid's hitting, your kid's getting angry and using their fists and being aggressive, and it's not what you taught them, and you don't know what to do anymore. Start asking yourself this very simple question. What would be a better response? What would be a better response in that situation? Don't think about every situation where your kid explodes. Pick one arena, one situation that you know your kid struggles with frustration, anger, hitting, things like that a lot. You see, we need to develop a map mentality with the way we parent. I want you to think about the concept of a map. You know, when we are lost or when we're trying to get somewhere, we'll often pull out one of our devices, we'll open up a map program, and it'll have our present location, and then we put in a destination. That's how we have to start thinking about parenting. And this question, what would be a better response, gets us thinking like that. You see, your child's present location on the map of their heart is hitting, whether it's hitting because they have a perceived violated right, or a blocked goal, or some other type of frustration. They're just getting frustrated here, or whatever emotion it is, and they're hitting in that situation. That's their present location on the map. Well, we need to start asking ourselves, what's point B? Where's the destination? What would I rather see? What's the better response? That's what we need to start thinking about. We need to start asking ourselves, okay, my kid's hitting whenever he doesn't get the toy that he wants in the toy room. There's a certain toy in there that he always wants to play with, and when his siblings start playing with it, he gets angry, he says it's not fair, and he hits and stomps and things like that. Or, he always wants to sit in a certain seat, or she always wants to, whatever it might be. Whatever the situation is, you know how they respond. Okay, what would be the better response? That's the destination. Now, we can't just have a destination on the map and not tell our kids about it. We've got to talk to our kids about it. And we need to not just say, hey, you need to start doing this. We need to help them understand that concept. We need to vision cast. We need to almost make the brochure for the destination for our kids. Not trying to manipulate them per se, but trying to help them understand conceptually why that's a better response. Some simple things that often apply. This is the way Jesus teaches us to solve problems. This is what being a peacemaker is about. This is how we solve problems using Matthew 18 in family life. You won't get in trouble when you try solving the problem this way, but when you try solving it with your hands, you do get in trouble. Helping our kids see, hey, life's going to be so much better when you start doing this thing here, this destination, point B. That's vision casting. It's a tool God's given us to use with our children to bring about heart change in their lives. Now, we can't just tell them about this place and tell them why it's a great place. We need to also do what maps do. These maps programs, they give us that little line that says, okay, make a right turn here, left turn there, and go 10 miles and things like that, and boom, you're at your destination. They give us the route. We need to give our children a route for how to get there. We can't just say, here's how to respond. We have to teach them that. We have to use some other tools, heart tools, that God's given us as parents that we can use. These heart tools are the same heart tools that we see God using with us through his scripture, and we can use them with our children to bring about real heart change, not just behavior change at a surface level, but real heart change at a deeper level that will last. And so we're going to use tools like teaching our kid to pray about a situation, and that we're going to be praying for them as well, and giving them a scripture verse that's going to empower them to get to point B over here. We're going to teach them any specific skills they need. Lots of times we need to teach our kids specific words. For example, that situation where my kid wants to have a certain toy and a sibling has it. Okay, that kid needs words for how to ask for that toy. That kid needs some plans for how do you share toys. Well, it could be one day's her day, one day's my day. It could be we set a timer for 5 or 10 minutes for you, 5 or 10 minutes for me. It could be we play it together. There's lots of ways to come up with how to share a toy, but we have to teach our kids some of those options and how to use those options and some of the words they need, even specific phrases that our kids need to have in order to get their way to point B. And then we need to use the coaching tool that God gives us. It's not to tell our kids, you need to go do this. We need to encourage them. And we need to send them back into the situation where they're having some trouble with the new tools they have and the new strategies they have to go try out the plan and see how it works. And we need to be like a coach on the sideline, kind of watching, giving some positive feedback, pulling them out if it's getting too tough, and re-coaching them a little bit and getting them back in that game. But we need to say, hey, you know what? It's playtime. We're all going to go into the playroom. Remember what we said about how you can ask to share a toy with your siblings. Okay, let's practice. Let's pretend I'm one of your siblings and I have that toy you love. Come on over to me and let's see you use your words. Oh, that's a great job. I'm going to be looking to see how you do in there. Saying that before your kid goes in gives them a better shot at success. And the more they have success with it, the more you're going to see that behavior change in their life. This is how we use a map mentality to get our kids from point A to point B, from stop hitting to start doing this, asking the question, what would be a better response? Now, if this has been helpful for you, do me a couple of things. First of all, hit the like button on this video. It really does help this video get out to other families. It helps YouTube know, hey, parents like you like this type of video and you want to see more of it. And parents like you should also see more of it. So go ahead and hit that like button. The second thing you can do is if you want to take that deep dive on what to do when your kid hits, you're going to check out the video I'll link right here. And as a bonus, if you want to see how to develop closer relationships in family life, you want to check out this concept of honor. In this video, I'll link down here. Honor is the key to addressing conflicts in family life. Go ahead and check either one of these videos out, and I'll see you over there. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.